Right, today we are going to be talking about pointers in C++. I have started a new file in C++, which is actually empty, so you can see. So we are going to be looking at three things. What are pointers, how to declare and assign a pointer, and then we see what it means to dereference a pointer. I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button below this video. In this way, you encourage me to continue making these video lessons for you. So, what are pointers? Before I give the definition, I would like to let you know that pointers are a very powerful concept in C++. In fact, not object-oriented programming, but especially in C++, because it helps you to see how your program actually interacts with the memory location of your computer. So, the first thing we are going to ask ourselves is, what is a pointer? A pointer is simply an address in memory, right? A pointer is simply an address in memory. So basically, when you define a variable in your program, you declare this variable, you allocate memory location for this variable. For instance, when you say int x is equal to 5, let's say you say something like int x equal to 5. So what you are doing here is that you are allocating a memory called x. Your program knows this memory as x, but the actual address of this memory is what the system uses. So we are allocating, I'm going to put it as a comment, allocate a memory, a space in the memory. So every memory location allocated have an address, right? Even unallocated as well, they have an address. So when you run this code, what is going to happen is this memory location is created and reserved. For integers, it should be, I think, 32 bits, yes. And you place 5 as a value inside this memory location. So when the computer wants to access 5, it goes to the address of this memory. So a pointer actually holds the address of this memory location that has been allocated. So let's see. Let's now look at the next step, how to declare and assign a pointer. Now, to declare a pointer is a little bit different from how you declare a normal variable. You declare a pointer using the asterisk symbol. But before I do that, I would like to just show you this memory location. I would like to display this memory location on the output so that let's see how it is. The memory location that holds 5 is accessed using the ampersand symbol. So you use the ampersand symbol to access this memory location, ampersand. So what it means is when I say cout and I say ampersand x, what is going to be printed out to the output will be the memory location for x. So to access this memory location, I'm going to use the ampersand symbol. Just to show you how exactly it works, I'm going to display x side by side and then display the memory location. So the first one will print x, this one will print x, and this one will print this one will print memory address of x. So let's go ahead to run this program to see exactly what happens. So if I run as a C++ application, so take a look at the console, you can see that, let me take this off. You can see that x is printed, and this line is 5, and then you have this 0x61ff1c is a hexadecimal data type or hexadecimal address. So you have how to display the memory location. You actually use the ampersand symbol plus the name of this variable. So what we are saying now is if you want to save this memory location in some place, you can't just save it in any variable. You have to place it in special variables called pointer. So that is why we say a pointer holds memory address. I'm going to write it so that it becomes clear to you. A pointer, let me write in capital letter, is used to hold address in memory, right? So this is how it is. A pointer is used to hold address in memory. That is one thing you need to get clear in your mind, because if you have an interview or some quiz, you will be expected to give this definition for a pointer. A pointer is used to hold the address in memory. Let's now look at the next thing. We want to access the value in a pointer. So let's assume we don't really have the original variable. So let's assume that we only have the address, a pointer like this. Let's assume we have a pointer. More or less, we have just a pointer. How do we access the value in it? I forgot to mention that the first thing, which is to declare a pointer, has to be done. So let's go ahead to declare a pointer variable. A pointer variable, as I mentioned, to declare it, you simply use an asterisk symbol. So if np is a pointer, np, so let's say pointer to x, let's say pointer to x, we declare it using asterisk symbol. So let me just complete the expression so I can explain it. Pointer to x equals ampersand x. So what exactly is happening here is that I'm declaring a pointer px. So px is a pointer variable, right? So px is a pointer variable that holds a memory location for x. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out this. I'm going to take out this, and now I'm going to display px on the output. Let's see what comes out. So px now holds the address of x. So px is declared as a pointer, right? So if I print out px to the output using cout, I'm going to display the address of x, because px is declared as a pointer and assigned a value, the address of x. So if I go ahead to run this code, you find out that it's going to display the address of x, just like we got before. So this line of code here is used to declare and assign a pointer. You can actually do this in two lines in this way. You can say int px and then go ahead to assign px is equal to ampersand x. Is also the same as this. So in this way we are doing it in two lines, right? Good. So what this means is px is an address that holds an int value. So in this address, if we go to this address, we are going to find an int value. So if we have a pointer, an address, how do we access whatever is inside this address? To access what is inside this address, we use the dereferencing operator. So say that a number of times so that you get used to it. Dereferencing operator is used to access the value in a pointer. So if I want to access the value in px, I'll just use star px. So this is going to give me the value in x. So just give me a second. Let me here's a new line here. So here I'm displaying the pointer because px is a pointer, and in this line I'm assessing the value of a pointer by the referencing. So this is a pointer term that you have to be aware of. So this asterisk symbol here is called the dereferencing operator. So I'm going to run it. Take note that this first line displays the pointer and this second line displays the value inside the pointer. So let's go. So you can see that the pointer is displayed and the value inside the pointer is actually displayed. So this is how pointer works. Take some time to go through this, and also look in the description box. You'll see a link to the explanation in my website where I explain clearly, and you can have this code for yourself and copy it and paste in your compiler and then run it. If you have any challenges, please let me know by leaving a comment in the comment box below this video. I would like to thank you for viewing.